up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. I am in the Daily Driven Exotics headquarters here in Victoria, British Columbia, and the Scuderia is back with the official twinning wrap, which we're gonna get to in a minute. But first of all, we got some construction going on here in the office. It's my boy Jay. Jay is building an IKEA coffee table for our little boardroom setup here in the front office area. Jay has a brother who works for us and is not helping out. Justin, why are you not helping? Your poor brother's here by himself. So let's go and look at the let's look at the Scuderia, man. Look at this thing. By the way, that's Jay's MV Agusta. This is an F3. This bike is sick. Look at that thing. I've shown it a few times on the vlog, but here it is, officially unveiled. The Ferrari Scuderia with the twinning wrap. Now, we did something a little different with this. Of course, right off the bat, you're gonna notice there's no blue accents. There's a reason for that. The reason why we went with these colors is because, first and foremost, the calipers on this car were already yellow. We didn't want to strip off the brakes and repaint the calipers. And if we did, what color would we do? I mean, blue's cool, but we don't need two cars completely identical, so we went with yellow. So let me just give you a quick walk around. This is number one on my list of things to bring you up to speed on. And well, I want your opinion. What do you guys think of it? Some people I think are gonna like it. Some people are gonna hate it, but that's just the nature of the beast. You can't please everybody. So we have all of the racetracks on the car. I get asked all the time. I'm gonna answer this right now. What racetracks are on here? I honestly don't know. I gave this concept or idea to Protective Film Solutions. They knocked it out the park, but I never got a list of the racetracks. So I think I'm gonna ask them if their designer has a list of the racetracks he pulled off of the internet. On the back here, we went with the same kind of highlighting the diffuser, and we did that in yellow, of course. We have a yellow ply car decal here on the side window. I actually honestly think it's a bit too much for this. I'm gonna probably change this to white, but in the meantime, we want to rock ply car because they've been amazing with transporting our vehicles all over North America to different events. Ace of Spade Rally, Corsa Rally. They took my boy's Porsche back to Detroit for him. I've had these cars shipped down from Monterey Car Week, and every time they deliver the cars in perfect condition. I've never had any bad experiences. They've been amazing. So thank you, Ply Car. On the side here, we changed a little bit of the design as far as, you know, YouTube, subscribe, things of those kind of just basic layout. But other than that, it's identical to the Huracan. In fact, I think if you parked both cars side by side, some of the tracks on the side of the car, unless they swap sides, would be even identical. So that's pretty rad. Then we have a little yellow fin right here and the signature GT3 style yellow headlights. So all in all, I'm just super pumped to have the car back. This is a much brighter white, so it does completely change the look of the Scuderia. The Scuderia white is, it's an 08 car, so they weren't really making that stark white paint yet. So this is an updated look, even without the racetracks. It's much brighter, the white. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, funny enough, has a little something to do with Ferraris and Ferrari engines. Now, look at this engine. I've always loved the Scuderia engine. In fact, let's just go ahead and open this up for a really good look at this car. Go ahead and open this bad boy up. Oh yeah. Now, this car is a beautiful engine bay to look at. Why? Well, it's all carbon fiber. Everything from even the carbon stays up here that hold the plexi, not glass rear window in place. But you got the carbon air boxes and everything is just beautiful carbon. Now recently on Instagram, Instagrammer by the name of Greg B.23. A lot of you who love supercars and hypercars probably all already follow Greg. He has like close to 150,000 subscribers, I believe, or maybe more. He is a very wealthy gentleman that has an amazing car collection, mainly in Ferraris. And just recently, well, back in January, let's take it back a little bit. Back in January of was it this year? I believe end of December 2016, early January 2017, he released some photos of a Ferrari 458 that was actually repping a LaFerrari engine in the engine bay. Now, there was a lot of speculation because he released basically one photo of this and no other photos of the car from what I could find online. And there were several publications that were talking about this, obviously, because this is nuts. You know, it's a V12 being stuffed in the back of where a V8 used to be. And there's a lot of complications to actually make that process even happen if you even want to start to get into it. I mean, a V12 over a V8 is significantly heavier. You can imagine you'd have to adjust for that with the rear suspension, as well as like mounting points, as well as transmission, as well as this is a LaFerrari engine, so it's got electric motors and such that go along with that. How do you remove that and still make all of it work with the proper ECU tuning? It's like, it's a really complicated situation. It's not like you can just take a LaFerrari engine and stuff it into whatever you want. Another example of transplanting a Ferrari engine into a car or a model of car that it wasn't designed for is my boy, none other than Ryan Turk. Ryan came up and drove actually this Ferrari as well.
Quiet, Jake. Second. All right, so we've been driving these things. Well, we've been having a ton of fun driving this behind the wheel of the most expensive car ever. Driven. Driven. Shit. 10 takes a charm. 10 takes a charm.
And from the love of that experience over that weekend, he fell in love with the sound of the Ferrari 458 engine, and later took a Ferrari 458 engine and stuffed it into the front of a Toyota FRS. Now, if you haven't seen that video of his building that car or been driving it all over North America lately, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but definitely go and Google Ryan Turk's GT4586, I believe is the name that they named it in the end. Which, by the way, Ryan, we got to connect, homie, because if you got that car now, you owe me a ride in it. You owe me a ride in it. We got to do, like, you know, for the ride in my cars, you got to take me for a ride in yours. So what do you guys think about Greg B's 458 with the LaFerrari engine in it? Do you believe this is a myth or is it a real machine? There's not a lot of evidence where this car sits or who built it, or is this even real? I mean, it's not hard to take the back of an engine bay and Photoshop the glass in to look like a LaFerrari engine sitting in there. Now, I'm not saying that it's fake. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be hard to do that, and it would be nice to have some more evidence that this car actually exists, or some video footage of it actually being driven. Leave a comment down below. This is definitely a conversation on the channel. It's not just about me rambling on about my cars. I would love to know what you guys think. Now, if you haven't noticed, I've been repping the Daily Driven Exotics tricolor hat. We've been doing a bit of a hat sale recently. We have the last few of the Daily Driven Exotics camo hats right here. If you guys want to go and grab one for yourselves, just go to dailydrivenexotics.com. We have a sale on. They were $29.99. They are currently on for $19.99. While supplies last. That is the last of it. Get them while you can. And shortly after, if you guys like the tricolor hat better, I think we're gonna do something where we're gonna do some form of like a tricolor 2-for-1. So maybe if you and your buddy wanted to pick one up, we'll do something special for you there. Now, I have the Huracan sitting down at VF Engineering. They've been working away tuning it on the dyno, and I am gonna be flying in tomorrow to pick that car up. I have a secret video shoot on Friday, and then Saturday, September 9th, is the Protective Film Solutions huge open house with an insane list of supercars. Now, let me tell you, Ryan is a really good friend of mine, and he sent me a glimpse of what kind of cars are coming. Check this out. Pagani Zonda Cinque, Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster, Pagani Zonda Tricolore, Pagani Huayra BC, Huayra, try saying that 3 times fast. I'm having a problem doing it. Koenigsegg CCX, Koenigsegg CCX, Koenigsegg CCXR, Koenigsegg CCX RS, Koenigsegg CCX Travita. That happens to be Floyd Mayweather's old car. Koenigsegg Agera RS ×2, 2 Lamborghini Centenarios, 3 McLaren P1s, an F40, an Enzo, a Ferrari LaFerrari ×2, a 288 GTB, a Maserati MC12 Corsa, a Bugatti Chiron, and a Mansory Bugatti Veyron. And this is just part of the hypercar, high-end supercar lineup. There are a ton of other cars coming, including the Daily Driven Exotics Tire Slayer. This car is obviously gonna stay here. And then after all of that, I'm gonna be driving my car back to Canada, and I'll be doing a vlog, as well as there's a little twist to that. I might see how fast I can get back from LA to my home, show you how many miles those are, and or I might just make a bunch of meet and greet stops. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm just doing it on the fly. So you guys, thanks for watching this episode of Daily Driven Exotics. I just posted, by the way, a video series which was from 2 years ago. I invested a bunch of money because I wanted to capture kind of the life of a rally driver, and I did Gold Rush Rally 8 Boston to Los Angeles. Epic drive. And I did it with a bunch of really good friends of mine with seriously awesome cars. So there's a lot of great content. The video production's high quality. I learned a lot. This is before I was making my own videos. And this is really what inspired me to get this whole channel going and for me to invest my time and money into doing this. So I hope you guys check that out. I'm gonna release one episode every single day. Today was episode 1, and then tomorrow obviously episode 2, all the way through 10. And I'll put up a new one probably at around noon every single day. So watch out for that. Also, there'll be new vlogs. I'm gonna put up a vlog a little later today of my trip over to Seattle to pick up the Ferrari Scuderia from Seattle of Ferrari. Had an awesome experience there. Got to meet one of the owners of the dealership, who, by the way, was telling me when we went to pick up the car, because they stored it there, and I'm so grateful again that they took delivery of the car for me from Plycar. They told me that this car was sitting on a hoist in their shop, and the owner's 15-year-old son and him were walking through the shop. The doors were closed, the shop lights were off, and the car was just kind of sitting up on a hoist. And the son goes, "Dad, do you know what that is?" And this is the owner of Ferrari of Seattle telling me this. He says, my son goes, "Dad, do you know what that is?" And he goes, "Yeah." He's thinking, "Yeah, I know what that is. It's a Ferrari Scuderia." And he goes, "No, that's the Daily Driven Exotics Ferrari. Do you know what those guys do?" And he was like, "No, I don't really know what they do." So I was super honored that he came up to me and felt the need to share this story with me, that his son was so passionate about the channel and what we do, and that we inspire people to be open with their cars and share them with other people like, you know, I enjoy doing, but also get out there and drive them, that they're reliable and they can endure a lot more than a lot of people think they can. So super grateful to have heard that. I love these stories, and thanks again to Ferrari of Seattle for once again taking care of my baby until we could pick it up. Stay tuned to the next vlog, you guys. Come and see me at the Protective Film Solutions open house this weekend, this Saturday. I'll post all the information you need to know in the description. Until then, smash that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. I'm Damon Fryer. I'll see you soon. Peace.